Good morning guys, myself Ashwani Kumar, post-graduated from NIT MSC, Department of Chemistry. So everyone, in this video, I will discuss you with the topic which is atomic structure. So let us see now atomic structure. What is atomic structure? Atomic structure means structure of atom. It consists of a positively charged species which is called nucleus, in which there are two things. First one is protons, which are positively charged, and neutron, which are negatively charged. And outside the nucleus there are electrons which are revolving around the nucleus in circular manner, and electrons are negatively charged species. So in the structure of atom there are three things which are included. First one is nucleus, in which there is protons and neutrons, and outside it there are electrons. So the mass of atom is due to protons and neutrons. Discuss on two atomic models, which are J.J. Thomson atomic model and Rutherford atomic model. So first one, let's we discuss, which is J.J. Thomson atomic model, which was discovered in 1897. So this is the structure of J.J. Thomson atomic model, in which a positive nucleus is considered to be on which there is no nucleus, just the model of an atom is considered as a positively charged sphere, in which positive charge is distributed all over the sphere and electrons are inside it. Like this is a sphere which is positively charged sphere, and these are the electrons. In other words, or in simple words, this J.J. Thomson atomic model is considered as watermelon model, in which a watermelon which is cut into two pieces. So a one piece, any one piece of watermelon, let us consider as an atom, in which the whole portion of watermelon is considered as an atom which is supposed to be positively charged, and like there are seeds in watermelon, so these seeds are considered as negatively charged species, means electron. So this is J.J. Thomson atomic model, in which atom is considered as a positively charged sphere with electrons are embedded it in like seeds in watermelon. But this is going to create a problem, because how a negatively charged species can accommodate inside positively charged species. So this leads to the instability of the atomic model, and this atomic model is not going to be considered. So before discussing the Rutherford atomic model, we should have to discuss the Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment, which was done by Rutherford and his co-workers in the year 1909 to understand the atomic structure, that how an atomic structure can be. So he can do this by taking a radioactive substance which can emit subatomic particles which are having the charge of +2 atomic mass unit like helium atoms. So in Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment, a radioactive substance is placed in a slit. This slit is designed in such a way that only a narrow beam of light can escape through it. So the radioactive substance can emit subatomic particles, and these subatomic particles can go to hit on a thin gold foil which is of the thickness 4 into 10 raised to power 5 centimeter. So after that, a movable screen is also there which is coated with zinc sulfide, which is that to know that how the particles are deflected. So the result of Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment is that most of the particles pass through the gold foil undeflected. a very few particle shows deflection and a very small portion of particles get revert back and go back again. So this is the Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment. So the next conclusion which Rutherford derived from his alpha ray scattering experiment that very few particles get deflected. So in alpha ray scattering experiments, the radioactive substance which emit the subatomic particles are positively charged species, and these positively charged species shows a deflection from Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment. So how can a positively charged species can show deflection? It can only be done that when a positive charged species is coming in contact with the positively charged species. So it means that inside the atom there is a very small portion which is positively charged species. So that's why the subatomic particles which are considered as the helium atomics with positively charged species R2, they showing deflection means that inside the atom there is a positively charged but very small portion, and as you know that is a nucleus. So it is confirmed that from the alpha ray scattering experiment is that there is a small portion of positively charged species present inside the atom. The mass of nucleus is due to the mass of protons and some other neutral particles which are having mass equal to the mass of protons. So these neutral particles are later discovered by Chadwick in 1932, and these are called as neutrons, and these are having a mass equal to mass of protons, and inside the nucleus the protons and neutrons are present, and when a proton and neutron are present inside the nucleus, these are called nucleons particles. So now we will discuss Rutherford atomic model. So according to Rutherford atomic model, the positive charge is present only in a very small portion of the atom, and that is called nucleus, and the radius of nucleus is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 15 meter, and the whole portion is vacant, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in circular manner. The size of nucleus is very small, very small as compared to the size of the atom, because radius of nucleus is 10 raised to power minus 15 meter and radius of atom is 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. The nucleus contain positively charged species like protons and nucleons, and the mass of the atom is due to the number of protons, means the mass number is due to number of protons, and for different atoms there are different mass number, means for different atoms there are different number of protons, and that's why they are having a different mass number for each respective atom of different element. So the next conclusion which Rutherford derived from his alpha ray scattering experiment that very few particles get deflected. So in alpha ray scattering experiments, the radioactive substance which emit the subatomic particles are positively charged species, and these positively charged species shows a deflection from Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment. So how can a positively charged species can show deflection? It can only be done that when a positive charged species is coming in contact with the positively charged species. So it means that inside the atom there is a very small portion which is positively charged species. So that's why the subatomic particle, which are considered as the helium atoms with positively charged species R2, they showing deflection means that inside the atom there is a positively charged but very small portion, and as you know that is a nucleus. So it is confirmed that from the alpha ray scattering experiment is that there is a small portion of positively charged species present inside the atom. In Rutherford atomic model, the nucleus is surrounded by a negatively charged species, and you know that negatively charged species are electrons. So in general, the number of protons means in a nucleus the number of positive charge is equal to negative charge, means number of protons is equal to number of electrons. So the atom is electronically neutral, and all the negatively charged species, which are electrons, are revolving around the nucleus in a circular manner, and this revolution is similar to the solar system as planets are revolving around the sun. So this atomic model is also be considered equivalent to a solar system in which nucleus is compared with the sun, means positively charged species, and electrons, which are like planets, are revolving around the sun in a circular manner. For atomic model, electrons and protons are held together by strong electrostatic force of attraction, means there is a very strong electrostatic force of attraction which can hold together the positively charged species, protons and electrons. In atom, according to Rutherford atomic model, in atom there is a very large empty space because nucleus just take a very small portion of atoms, and electrons, which are very small in size, are just revolving around the nucleus. So most of the space in an atom is empty. So that's all today. Thank you all. This is my